Yes. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Ma'am,
morning,
may I
ma'am.
read?
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Good
Morning,
morning.
ma'am.
Good morning. Okay, now
May I read, ma'am?
no reading means I will only read and I will only explain. You just try to understand the lesson. Okay. So just now
Okay,
I had
ma'am.
made you clear about the word constitution. Constitution means the set of rules and regulations made for a particular nation, a particular state, or for any
Group.
particular social group. Very good. And when we are talking about the Indian Constitution, word Indian Constitution, that means the supreme law for our country, India, है ना? Supreme
India.
law of our country. Now, in this
India.
chapter, we are going to begin with the football, a game many of you have probably heard of. Now, this chapter begins with the game football. And this name is not new to you, the word football. You are well aware about the game of football, or even you have played it. As the name suggests, this is a game that involves the player. Now, this game, in each and every game, uh, means players are there in the game. So the same thing we are talking, as we are talking about the football game, the players are there, and according to the rules of football, if the ball touches the arm of any player, now if this is a rule for a player, that if a ball touches the arm of any player, touches the arm of any player means अगर वो बॉल किसी भी
मैम किसी के
प्लेयर
आम
के
पे लग
जो
जाती
खेल
तो
रहे हैं, हाँ जो खेल रहे हैं उनके आर्म को टच कर जाती, एक्सेप्ट द गोलकीपर, गोलकीपर के अलावा जितने भी अलग प्लेयर्स हैं दूसरे, इफ द बॉल टचेस द आर्म ऑफ एनी प्लेयर, then this considered a foul, then this is considered as a foul. So what happens, so if players starting holding the football in their hands and passing it around, then they are not playing football anymore. Now if they start, instead of kicking the ball with their legs, they start uh, passing the ball with their hands to one another, then this will not be a game of football and they are playing a foul game if they are playing like this in a football game. So similarly, other games are also there such as hockey or cricket, as have rules according to which they are played. Now, other games also are having their own rules and regulations. According to them, you have to play that particular game. If you are not following that rule or that regulation while playing the game, that means you are not obeying the rules and regulations of that game. You are not playing a fair game, है ना? सही तरीके से आप वो गेम नहीं खेल रहे हैं. Each of these rules help define the game. Now अब हर rule जो बना गया है for every game, they define the game, that means how to play a particular game. Then as these are uh, as these are fundamental to games, we can also call them the constitutive rules of the game. Now, if as you have to follow those rules and regulations while being in the game, that means those rules of the game are constitutive, that had to be followed by each and every one. Then, like these games, a society also had constitutive rules. They that make it what it is and differentiate it from other kinds of societies. Now, each society, each and every society has its own definite particular rules and regulations to follow, and that only differentiate from the other society. किसी society में कुछ rules बने हैं, किसी society में कुछ rules बने हैं, and in each and every society they have their own rules and regulations for the members to follow the same. उस सोसाइटी के जो मेंबर्स हैं उनको वो रूल्स फॉलो करना पड़ता है, तो हर सोसाइटी में अपने अलग अलग रूल्स हैं which make them a different from another society. In the large societies in which different communities of the people live together, these rules are formulated through consensus. Consensus means with the एग्रीमेंट ऑफ ऑल द मेंबर्स. अब अगर हम लार्ज सोसाइटीज की, बड़ी सोसाइटी की बात करते हैं, और अ कम्युनिटी ऑफ पीपल वेयर मेनी कम्युनिटीज ऑफ द पीपल आर लिविंग टुगेदर, बहुत सारे ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल रह रहे हैं, तो when these rules are formulated, when these rules are maintained or made, then what happens, it is necessary to take the what
क्या
कंसेंसस मीन्स अभी अभी मैंने बताया था आपको,
मैम जो है ना,
it is necessary to take decision of all the others also, who all are the members of the particular society or particular community. So सबका yes, they means all the members should agree. Consensus means agreement. The agreement should be there of all the members, whichever rules they are formulating. कोई भी rule वो formulate कर रहे हैं, वो बना रहे हैं, तो इसमें सारे members का involvement जरूरी होना चाहिए. And in modern countries this consensus is usually available in a written form. और जो ये agreement है एक तरीके से ये modern countries में क्या है, it is available in the written form. लिखा हुआ है, सारे rules and regulations are noted down, they have been written down, and the written document in which we find such rule is called a constitution. Now you can underline this. A written document in which we find such rule is called constitution. Means the rule set of rules and regulations which are written down, that it is in a written document, that is called a constitution. Clear? And underline everybody.
Yes,
Now we have
ma'am.
looked at the Indian Constitution in class 6th and 7th in our social and political life textbook. Have you ever wondered why we need a constitution, or being curious about how the constitution got written or who wrote it? In this chapter, we will discuss both these issues. Also look at the key features. Now in this lesson, we are going to know about the importance of the constitution, the means why this constitution was written, and the main features of the constitution. Clear? And each of these features is very important. Crucial means very important to the working of democracy. Agar we are means India is a democratic country, so in a democratic country these features of the constitution are very important. Clear till here the first page?
yes ma'am.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
the lesson begins with the question, why does a country need a constitution? That means the importance of a constitution. Why a country needs a constitution? Today, most of the countries in the world have a constitution. Most of the countries are having the constitution, means the written document of rules and regulations. While all democratic countries are likely to have a constitution, it is not necessary that all countries that have a constitution are democratic. Now, if we talk about that, it is a set of rules and regulations. But when we talk about a democratic country, they are likely to have a constitution. But it is not necessary that all the countries which have a constitution are democratic. Means democratic country have a constitution, it is okay. But all the democratic countries, that means it is not necessary for all the countries. सारे countries जिसमें constitution है, constitution means set of rules and regulations है, वो democratic हो. Means उनमें कौन सा follow हो रहा है government? Democratic government follow हो रहा है. Rule of democratic form of government is there. So it is not necessary that whichever country is having its own rules and regulations in a written form, in a document form, that is a constitution. Whichever country is having its own constitution, it is not necessary कि वो democratic country ही होगी. Clear till here? Democratic country
Yes
के
ma'am.
पास constitution हो
Yes,
सकता है
ma'am.
लिखा हुआ
Yes, ma'am.
rules and regulations, पर ये necessary नहीं है कि सारी countries के पास जिनके पास constitution है वो democratic country मानी जाए. Clear? So the constitution serves several purposes. Now the constitution serves several purposes. बहुत सारे purposes से sort out होते हैं constitution से. The importance now we can say. First, it lays out certain ideals that form the basis of the kind of country that we as citizens aspire to live in. Now, first and foremost importance for the constitution is that it lays down certain ideals. Certain ideals means certain goals or principles. Constitution में certain goals या certain principles होते हैं, which is the basis of any kind of country, जो कि एक तरीके से base होता है किसी भी country के लिए. Certain ideals means principles, goals are the basis of particular country, and that goal, that particular principles are in such a way in which we citizens aspire to live in. हम as a citizen, हम कोई country में रह रहे हैं तो we are the citizens of that particular country. तो जैसा हम चाहते हैं कि हम अपने country में live करें, रहें, उसी के according वो principles और जो भी goals होते हैं वो उसका country का basis होते हैं. जैसा कि एक citizen चाहता है कि वो उस country में रहे, उस रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस को फॉलो करते हुए उस कंट्री में रहे. क्लियर दिस फर्स्ट काइंड ऑफ इम्पोर्टेंस?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
what is the
ma'am.
first importance? That certain ideals or the we can say goals or principles are the basis of the country in which we as a citizens wants to live in. Clear? Keep your audio and video off, beta. Then, or put another way, a constitution tells us what the fundamental nature of our society is. Now, another way is, हम इनको इसको दूसरी तरीके से बता सक रहे हैं. ये फर्स्ट पॉइंट सेम है, इसको हम दूसरी तरीके से क्या कह रहे हैं? A constitution tells us what the fundamental nature of our society is. That means हमारा जो society का nature है, in which society we are living, what type of society is that? उस सोसाइटी में क्या रूल्स है, क्या रेगुलेशंस है, दैट ऑल वी विल नो अबाउट if we have a constitution or we have a goal or we have some principles in that society to follow upon. Clear? A country is usually made up different communities of people who share certain beliefs but may not necessarily agree on all the issues. Now a country is usually made up of different communities. अब एक country है, उसमें एक ही तरीके के लोग रहते हैं, एक ही कम्युनिटी के लोग रहते हैं. एक कंट्री में एक ही कम्युनिटी के या एक ही रिलीजन के लोग रहते हैं?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No,
No,
so
ma'am.
different groups of people, different communities means different groups of people. फार्मर्स पेजेंट्स भी रहते हैं, रिच क्लास भी रहते हैं, मिडिल क्लास भी रहते हैं, लो क्लास भी रहते हैं, वर्किंग क्लास भी रहते हैं, लेबरर्स भी रहते हैं. सो इन अ कंट्री यूजुअली एंड डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ कास्ट, कलर, क्रीड, religious group people, so different communities of people live and they share certain beliefs. और उनकी अपनी खुद की एक certain beliefs होती है, मान्यताएं होती है, उनकी खुद की rules and regulations होती है अपनी खुद की community की, but may not necessarily agree on all the issues. अब वो जितने भी issues country से related हैं, rules and regulations might be that all the different communities which are living here in our country, they agree upon the same issues. जो भी issues follow होते हैं, principal rules regulations है, वो सारे लोग एक साथ follow करें या agree करें सारे rules and regulations पे. So a constitution helps serve a certain set of rules. A constitution helps serve a certain set of rules and principles that all persons in a country can agree upon as the basis of the way in which they want the country to be governed. This is the most important part of the constitution. That constitution might be communities can differ in beliefs. Communities में आपस में काफी difference होगा और किसी की कोई belief होगी, किसी का कोई rule होगा, community का group का, किसी का कुछ religion होगा, किसी का कुछ caste background होगा. But the constitution, when we talk about the word constitution, that means it is a set of rules and principle. वो एक set है rules और principle का जहाँ पर सारे लोग कंट्री के उनके रूल्स और प्रिंसिपल को एग्री करते हैं एंड अपॉन द बेसिस ऑफ द वे इन विच दे वांट द कंट्री टू बी गवर्न. और ये वो सेट ऑफ रूल्स एंड प्रिंसिपल्स हैं कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में जिसमें every person agrees that according to these rules and regulations only the country should be properly governed. कंट्री का एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इसी तरीके से गवर्नमेंट रन करनी चाहिए. सो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हेल्प्स, ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एक तरीके से क्या करता है, हमारी हेल्प करता है टू फॉलो सर्टेन रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस ऑन विच ऑल द पीपल एग्री अपॉन. क्लियर? सारे लोग एग्री करते हैं उन रूल्स रेगुलेशन पे, यस दिस इज द correct rule or correct principle on which our country should be governed. हमारी country का government इस rule regulation के according ही होना चाहिए. So this is the basic principle. Clear? Now this includes not only a type of government but also the agreement on certain ideals that they all believe the country should uphold. Now, not only this, they also means government ही follow नहीं करेगी कुछ rules and regulations जिसको सब लोग follow करेंगे कि ये agree करेंगे उन rules and regulations पे, but certain ideals are also there. Ideals means just not for certain goals or certain principles are there for each and every community. So that they all believe in the country should uphold. तो वो चाहते हैं कि इस टाइप का गोल या प्रिंसिपल सबको फॉलो करना जरूरी है कंट्री में रहते हुए. एक पर्टिकुलर एरिया में अगर आप रह रहे हो और अगर वहाँ का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, then each and every person who is living in that particular area, they all should have an agreement. They should all agree on the particular ideals, that is the particular goals or principle, and they can in a perfect way they have to follow that all the goals and rules and regulations. Clear this page, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now coming this paragraph. In 1934, the Indian National Congress made the demand for Constituent Assembly. Who made the demand for Constituent Constituent Assembly? And when?
Indian National Congress.
Yes, Indian National Congress made the demand for Constituent Assembly. Constituent Assembly means वो assembly जो कि हमारे लिए constitution frame करेगी. Clear? Now during the Second World War, this assertion of the independent Constituent Assembly formed only of Indians gained momentum, and this was conveyed in December 1946. The photo on page 2 showed some members of the Constituent Assembly. Now page number this is which page number they are talking about. Photo on page number 2 shows some member of the Constituent Assembly. Now page number 2 picture is given in which the members of the Constituent Assembly is there. Clear? Between December 1946 and November 1949, the Constituent Assembly drafted a constitution. Now this Constituent Assembly, it made the constitution for independent India. Clear? Independent जब India independent हो गया, स्वतंत्र हो गया from the supremacy of Britishers से independence मिल गई उनको. तब क्या हुआ? The Constituent Assembly had drafted a constitution free to shape its destiny at least after 150 years of British rule. 150 years तक British rule रहा हमारे इंडिया में, और उसके बाद क्या किया? जब हम फ्री हुए तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली ने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ड्राफ्ट करने के लिए डिसीजन लिया. Now Constituent Assembly approached this task with a great idealism that the freedom struggle that had produced. You will read more about work of the Constituent Assembly later in this chapter. Now later on you will read about it more about the Constituent Assembly, how they frame and who all were there. The photo alongside showed Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru addressing the Constituent Assembly. Now Jawaharlal Nehru here standing here, he is addressing the Constituent Assembly, all the members of the Constituent Assembly who drafted the Constitution for India after independence. Now let us try to understand what we meant by this through two contrasting situations in the recent history of Nepal, a country that borders India on north. Now we will try to understand this situation by understanding about the history of Nepal, a country that borders India on the north. Now you know where this country Nepal is, in the northern part of India. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
ma'am.
Nepal lies in the northern part of India. So until recently Nepal was a monarchy. Recently means पहले, थोड़े से पहले समय में ही नेपाल में क्या था, monarchical form of government. Monarchy means which form of government? Where the rule of the
King.
king. Very good. The rule of the king was there in Nepal, and the previous constitution of Nepal, which had been adopted in 1990, reflected the fact that the final authority rests with the king. अब constitution था नेपाल में बना हुआ, and it was adopted in 1990, and which shows that the final authority means final powers will be in the hands of the king, means final decision, whatever decisions will be taken for the country Nepal, that decision, final decision will be taken by the king only. King की जो decision होगी वही final decision मानी जाएगी. The people's movement in Nepal fought for several decades. Now, people of Nepal, नेपाल में जो रहते थे उन्होंने काफी समय तक, डिकेड्स मींस काफी समय तक, लंबे समय तक उन्होंने डेमोक्रेसी इसके लिए फाइट करा, क्योंकि बिकॉज दे वांटेड डेमोक्रेसी, दे वांटेड नॉट मोनार्की. Monarchy is another form of government. They wanted democratic form of government, and in 2006 they finally succeeded in putting an end to the powers of the king. तो पहले क्या थी उनकी, किस टाइप ऑफ गवर्नमेंट थी? Now these we are listening about the two types of government here. This is monarchy.
Monarchy
It was
and
already there
democracy.
in Nepal, and that was the rule of the king. Now they wanted to establish a democracy, that is democratic form of government, and that they had finally got it. They succeeded in getting democratic form of government in 2006. That is putting an end to the powers of the king, and the people had the right, had to write a new constitution to establish Nepal as a democracy. अब पहले भी constitution था, but it was the constitution made during the monarchy, when the rule of the king was there and the final decision was in the hands of the king. Now again, after having a democratic form of government, again a new constitution had to be framed by the people and for the democratic form of government. The reason that they did not want to continue with the previous constitution is because it did not reflect the ideals of the country that they want Nepal to be and that they have fought for. Clear? इसीलिए उन्होंने नया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाया, because they did not want to follow the same when the king rule was there, and they wanted to have a new constitution in which new rules, new regulations should be there, in which the people want as a Nepal to be, the government of Nepal to be जैसा कि वो government चाहते थे नेपाल की, according to that only they wanted to frame new rules, new regulations according to the new constitution. Clear? As in the game
Yes,
of football. Okay, now as in the game of football, in which a change in constitutive rules will change the game altogether. Now अगर फुटबॉल गेम में कोई important रूल्स का चेंज हो जाता है तो क्या होगा, पूरा गेम ही चेंज हो जाएगा. So particular principles are there, particular rules and regulations are there of a particular game to be followed. These players had to follow that, otherwise that game will not be the same game which they are playing. Nepal, by moving from the monarchy to democratic country, needs to change all its constitutive rules. सारे rules नेपाल जैसे कि monarchy से वो democratic government में change हुआ, वैसे ही उनको सारे rules and regulations में भी important rules and regulations. Constitutive means सारे important rules and regulations which were present, they wanted to make a change in that also, in order to bring the change in the new society. And that is why the people of Nepal adopted new constitution for the country in 2015. 2006 में उनको democratic form of government मिल गया, उन्होंने end कर दिया king monarchy form of government का, और 2015 में उन्होंने new constitution frame कर दिया. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
The caption alongside elaborates Nepal's struggle for democracy. Now the caption here elaborates, ये detailed study है how people of Nepal had fought for the democratic form of government. Now country of Nepal has witnessed several people struggle for democracy. बहुत से लोगों ने इसके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा struggle किया है, बहुत सारी फाइट्स करी हैं, छोटे छोटे वॉर किए हैं अगेंस्ट मोनार्की फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट. देयर वाज अ पीपल struggle in 1990s. People struggle हुआ था 1990s में, that established democracy that lasted for 12 years until 2002. 2002 तक 12 साल तक उन्होंने ये struggle fought किया. In October 2002, King Gyanendra, citing a Maoist uprising in countryside and his reason, began taking over different aspects of the government with the army assistance. Army की assistance से वो ज्ञानेंद्र क्या resist करने लग गया था ये struggles. The king then finally took over as the head of the government in February 2005. 2005 तक राजा जो था किंग ज्ञानेंद्र, उसने ओवरऑल कंट्रोल कर लिया था नेपाल गवर्नमेंट पे. In November 2005, the Maoists joined other political parties to sign 12-point agreement. 12-point agreement sign किया गया Maoists ने दूसरी political parties को join करके, and this agreement signed signal to all larger public and eminent return to democracy and peace. और ये जब agreement 12-point agreement हुआ Maoist और दूसरी political parties के बीच में, this finally led to the democracy and peace in Nepal. And in 2006, this people movement for democracy began gaining immense force. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या हो गया वो force में आ गया people's movement for the democratic struggle for democratic government. And it repeatedly refused the small concessions that the king made. And finally, in April 2006, king resorted the third parliament and asked the political parties to form the government. Finally, king ने क्या करा, अपने powers दे दिए and political parties ने government form करी. So in 2008, Nepal became a democracy after abolishing the monarchy. तो 2008 में नेपाल ने monarchy form of government abolish कर दी. Abolish मतलब बिल्कुल खत्म कर दी, और democratic form of government was now there. The above photo shows scenes from the people's movement for democracy in 2006. अब ये people's movement दिखाया गया है 2006 में, जो लोगों ने राजा के रूल के खिलाफ आवाज उठाई, स्ट्रगल फॉट करी राजा मींस मोनार्की फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट के खिलाफ. आई होप क्लियर, इट इज क्लियर एवरीवन.
Yes, ma'am.
इतना समझ में आ गया?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you should
Yes,
read
ma'am.
the lesson at home yourself so that you whatever I had made you clear वो और अच्छे से समझ में आ जाएगा. जब एक बार आप खुद से पढ़ोगे ये lesson, then it will be more clear to you, है ना? More understandable for you. So till our next class, you read the lesson till here, clear, and try to understand. In our next class, we are going to start with this, the second important purpose of the Constitution. One important purpose we have already understood. Read it carefully, okay, and try to understand. Second,
Have a nice day, ma'am.
second
Have a
we are
nice day, ma'am.
understand in the last next class. Till then, take care.
Have a nice day, ma'am.